Hi, my name is Emily Bradley, and I am a single mother of two children. My daughter Samantha is 13, and my other daughter Sarah Ann is 10. So I stay pretty busy with them in regards to their schedules and trying to keep up with them and everything that's going on in their lives. Um, I decided to pursue teaching because a couple of years ago I went through a divorce, and at the time of my divorce, I had been a stay at home mom for almost 11 years. So I found myself kind of struggling to make myself marketable. I did some substitute teaching, and I also had a few other part-time odd and end jobs that I was able to pick up here and there. But unfortunately, with the economy, I found that my hours were being cut more, and that I was struggling more and more to find something full-time. So I do have an associate's degree, but I decided that I needed more to make myself marketable. So I started looking into teaching. Um, I really want to work with special ed students because when I was substituting, I found that th I was more drawn to filling in for those classes than any of the other classes. So after a lot of prayer and a little bit of soul searching, I decided that that's what I would pursue. And I would have to say that another reason for me to pursue teaching is based on the fact that my children would obviously they're going to be teenagers soon, and the thought of me being at work while they were home alone all summer kind of terrified me. I know the kind of trouble that kids tend to get into, and ultimately, since I am a single mom, that responsibility is going to fall on me. So for me to have some time off to be able to spend with them in the summer as well as holidays, it was important for me. But I also want to give back a bit. I actually have a brother that was hit by a car when he was 5, and he has never quite been the same. And I say that because he suffers from a couple of disorders, and I'm not necessarily saying that it's in regards to the accident. However, doctors and my parents do believe that it did have a small bit to do with it. He is ADHD. He also suffers from a panic disorder. He also suffers from bipolar, and he suffers from severe anxiety, and post-traumatic stress. So there were other things that occurred in his childhood or our childhood that brought on some of these things, but the fact that he was hit by a car and had such damage or such an injury to his head, his skull, which was fractured, they say now that that has an effect on you later in life and throughout your life. But Jamie, my brother, struggled a great deal with teachers understanding him and recognizing his needs. And I believe that had he have had the tools and the resources at that time to learn new skills on how to deal with some of the anxiety and some of the pressure that he was feeling, and had he have had a good mentor and it had been more public and more well recognized within the community, he probably would have strived to be a much better person and have succeeded a great deal more in his life. So I find that he's still struggling with success, and I do believe in my heart that had he have had a better mentor, he would have done better. But so that's my story. That's why I am going into teaching. I look forward to working with all of you, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video.